What is up, guys? It's JR Gaming here, back with another video, and today we are going to be reviewing the leaked NBA 2K18 screenshots. And as you can see right here, we are going to be starting off with Paul George, who was traded to the Thunder this offseason, and this one is to showcase the jerseys and just give us a look at what the players are going to look like. So the new jerseys all around I really like. And this year, 2K has added a lot more detail into the faces of players, into the tattoos. The body types are like more accurate and all that. So I think this year it looks a whole lot better. As you can see here with Paul George, he looks really good right here in this first look. This one doesn't have its rating, and like the first 5 screenshots that 2K released, they didn't come out with the rating. But then the first one was like Dwight Howard, and I'll get to that in a second. But first off, we're going to look at all the screenshots without a rating. So next we are going to head over to DeMar DeRozan screenshot right here, and you can just look at how detailed his face is. 2K put in a lot of work for DeMar DeRozan and the rest of the players to get the details right with their faces. His beard looks really good, and all around this looks pretty much identical to him in real life. And you see the new Nike jerseys right there. I mean, all around, this looks really good. And so far, I've been really impressed with 2K's screenshots that they've released. And I'm really excited for NBA 2K18 to come out. So we are going to go ahead and look at Isaiah Thomas's screenshot here. And for some reason, this screenshot I was not very impressed with right here. Something about his face just looks a little off. Maybe it's just like the way the camera angle is and everything, but it's just something about his face. Like, he looks younger than he is in real life. I don't know, but this one was not my favorite, and honestly, I think it's the next one that we're going to look at. I didn't think that Victor Oladipo's was that good either, but anyway, it's still better than last year's. But honestly, compared to DeMar DeRozan and Paul George, this one was not my favorite, and I don't know, I think it might be just a camera angle, but we'll have to see when the actual game comes out. So next we are going to look at Victor Oladipo, who was involved in that Paul George trade with the Thunder. And honestly, I don't think this one was for the purpose of showing off Victor Oladipo's screenshot here. It was more for showing off the new Pacers jerseys, because they would have had a closer look at the face if this was for showcasing Victor Oladipo here. But in this one, you can't really get a good look at him, so it's not as good as the other screenshots. And like Chris Move said in his screenshot video with Victor Oladipo, his neck looks really long, and that just bothers me in this screenshot. But just like Isaiah Thomas, it's probably just the camera angle because it's looking up at him. But you can also see the Warriors right here who they're playing against. You can look at some of the shoes in the game, and that all looks really detailed there. So I like that, but this Victor Oladipo screenshot I was not that impressed with. Now we're going to head on and look at Damian Lillard's screenshot. And this one, I am probably most impressed out of all of the screenshots. I really like the way that Damian Lillard came out in this screenshot. Just look at how detailed his face is. This looks exactly like him. The tattoos are perfectly detailed. They have like everything right. They even have like some of the face like marks and everything that the players have, as you guys will see in the Lonzo Ball screenshot later, that they did get that very detailed. But this screenshot looks amazing in my opinion for Damian Lillard. This one I was very impressed with. So now we are going to look at the first screenshot with a rating, and that is going to be Dwight Howard, who got traded to the Hornets from the Hawks, and he is an 81 rated player, which might be a little high for Dwight Howard. He has not performed, but it could be just right, since 81 is not that high, but it's also not that low, and he has the potential to be like a dominant big man, but he hasn't been for the past couple of years, so that's why he's down at an 81. But looking at these Hornets jerseys, they have the Jordan logo on them, since Michael Jordan is the owner of the team, and I really like these jerseys. I'm from North Carolina, and if I had to pick an NBA team that I would root for, not a huge fan of the NBA, but it would definitely be the Hornets, and I like those jerseys. That's a good look for them, and I like that Jordan logo on there. So overall, good screenshot for Dwight Howard. His face looks pretty good. Nice details there, and impressed with this screenshot. So the next screenshot that we are going to look at is two players here, Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball, the number 1 and 2 picks. They are the highest rated rookies at 80 overall, and they both look really good. Honestly, you can't tell that much about Markelle Fultz here since his head is turned, but if you look at Lonzo Ball, this is a spot-on screenshot right here. They got Lonzo Ball perfect. They have all the little marks, like Lonzo Ball has some acne, so they got that perfect, and he just looks really good. And there's another screenshot of Lonzo Ball in this video, and you will see that they do have his jump shot right. He has that crazy jump shot that he does, and it looks just like him. Markelle Fultz, he looks good from what we can see, and 80 overall, I think that's a good rating for both of them, as they were the number 1 and 2 picks in the draft. Next, we are going to look at another screenshot with two players in it, and that is Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. And last year, Kevin Durant's body type, it was like overly skinny. They made him overly skinny, but they have definitely done a lot better this year with Kevin Durant. He looks really good. He has those long arms that he has in real life, and a 96 overall. That might be, I think he might be like he should be like in 95, but around where he should be. I'm guessing that they're going to put LeBron at like a 97 or a 98, and I don't know if KD should be that close to LeBron. And then if we go look at Steph here, he's got that mouth guard that he usually has when he takes it out of his mouth, but he's a 94 overall. That I think he should be like a 92 or a 93. I don't think he should be a 94. But because Kyrie, as you will see later, is like an 88, I think. And I don't think Steph is that much better than Kyrie. So I think a 94 is a little high. But they both look really good right here in this screenshot. Okay, so I was wrong about Kyrie being an 88. He's actually a 90 overall. I still think Steph should be a little bit closer to Kyrie, like a 92. But 90 overall is pretty good for Kyrie. His face looks really good. He has a weird expression right there, but it looks a lot like Kyrie. They got the beard pretty decent right there. Not the best screenshot that I've seen so far, but he looks alright. 90 overall is a pretty good rating for Kyrie. So a decent screenshot there, but not the best that I've seen so far. And the nice new Cavs jerseys right there. I'm not sure if I like those. I definitely have to get used to them. They're a lot different than the ones before, so there's just something that's a little weird about them. But anyway, good screenshot there from Kyrie. Now we are going on to Lonzo Ball's screenshot. And as you've already seen, he is an 80 overall. But the most important thing about this screenshot to me is the jump shot from Lonzo Ball. And as you can see, 2K got it perfect. That is exactly like the release point that he releases his jump shot from. So that screenshot looks really good there from Lonzo. I've already talked about how detailed he is. They got him perfect. It looks exactly like Lonzo Ball. So the ones that I've been most impressed with so far are the Lonzo Ball screenshots. So now we head on to Markelle Fultz's screenshot here. And this one, his jumper looks a little bit weird. I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen that much of Markelle Fultz in real life, so I don't know if his jumper is exactly like that, but his face, something about it just looks a little off to me. This screenshot is not the best one that 2K has released so far, but you do see the new 76ers jerseys. I forgot to mention that in the other Markelle Fultz screenshot, but it's this one, not my favorite screenshot, but it's still pretty good. I'm really impressed with all the screenshots that 2K has released so far, and I think this game is going to be really, really good. So now we're going to take a look at Gordon Hayward's screenshot right here. He is an 88 overall, and as you know, he did sign with the Celtics this offseason. That was a great pickup for the Celtics, and I think they're going to be really, really good this year. But just looking at Gordon Hayward, I think he looks really good. They got his beard nice and his hairstyle. He always has that clean, fresh hairstyle, and they got that pretty nice, and his beard. So, and all around his body types looks good. just a pretty good, solid screenshot right there from 2K. I do think an 88 is reasonable for Gordon Hayward there. Might have been a little bit higher, but because he did have a good season last year, but 88 is a good spot for Gordon Hayward. So now we're going to be taking a look at Andre Drummond's screenshot, and I have a problem with this screenshot because I think Andre Drummond should at least be an 87, which is what he was last year. He is a 85 overall. I do think that will get bumped up during the year, but I think that's a really low starting point for Andre Drummond. I don't see how you can put him at an 85 when he was at 87 last year, and he hasn't decreased any of his play or anything. I mean, he had a pretty decent year, so I think he definitely should be like an 87 or an 88, but they put him at an 85. That's pretty low, but anyway, his screenshot looks pretty good, but I just don't like that he's an 85 overall. I think he should be higher, so that's my opinion on that screenshot. So now we are going to take a look at Karl Anthony Towns screenshot right here. And as you can see, he is a 91 rated. I think that's a pretty reasonable overall for him there. But I really, really like the way that Karl Anthony Towns looks. They got his hairstyle perfect with that line in his hair right there and his beard. Everything just looks really good about Karl Anthony Towns. And I think 2K nailed this screenshot. So now we're going to take a look at Bradley Beal's screenshot right here. And as you guys can see, he is an 87 overall, which in my opinion is a really good overall for Bradley Beal, as he is an up-and-coming superstar in my opinion. He and John Wall are a dynamic duo there, and I think the Wizards have a really, really bright future ahead of them. And looking at his screenshot, they got his tattoos perfect. Those look really good. His face looks pretty good. And all around, I really like this screenshot for Bradley Beal, but I'm really more excited about the overall that 2K gave him. So now we're going to be looking at the screenshot for Porzingis here, and he is an 86 overall. I definitely think he should be higher, as he is just all around one of the best players in the league. I think he and Andre Drummond should be a lot higher. I think Porzingis should be like an 88 or an 89, honestly. I do think he's that good. An 86 is just too low for Porzingis. I don't know how they came up with that rating, but it needs to be higher, and I guarantee you it's going to go up over this year. And you can't really see his face, so not much to say about that, but the rating just really bothers me in this screenshot. So the last screenshot that we are going to take a look at today is my prediction for MVP. That's right, Giannis Antetokounmpo is my prediction for MVP. He comes out at a 91 overall, which is pretty decent right there. I guarantee you it goes up over the season because, like I said, he's going to win MVP. I mean, my man Shape Cobalt, he picked Kawhi Leonard. Subscribe to him, by the way. His link will be in the description. But honestly, I think Giannis will take this over Kawhi and Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Overall, I think Giannis is going to be one of the best players in the league, probably a top 5 player after this season. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new. Go check out Shape Cobalt's channel in the description. He's been helping me out a lot lately, so I felt it's time to help him out. Go check him out. The link will be in the description. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, with another Watch Dogs 2 video.